Mr. Trump not coming alone.
President Donald Trump.
Why shouldn't we have our big special day?
WWE CEO Vince McMahon.
We haven't had a lot of new content since the beginning of March.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
This won't be the first time the two have worked together.
To put that on TV, I think people have been starved for content.
Why did the governor come to this conclusion?
Confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Florida are on the rise.
Currently, DeSantis' state is deemed a hotspot, with over 21,600 cases as of this recording. Remember this guy, CDC Director Robert Redfield? He spoke on the lack of action.
The cases exploded between February 28th and then mid-March. You did recommend that social distancing in late February.
We had as February 28th, as we got into March, we recognized in different areas that the mitigation was now important. CDC sent recommendations to Washington, to California, to New York, and to Florida, recommending that they expand mitigation.
The CDC told DeSantis this in late February, yet purposely he did not close Florida's beaches, failing to act, waiting to implement stay-at-home orders until April the 2nd.
If I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying.
It's really messing up with my spring break.
Which led to these Hall of Fame sound bites of stupidity. Keep in mind,
Ron loves playing with the kids.
Build the wall.
He reads stories.
Then Mr. Trump said, "You're fired." I love that part.
DeSantis is a Trump loyalist for his support in the 2018 governor race, defeating Andrew Gillum, but many are asking, what are the favors DeSantis is indebted to? The WWE was deemed an essential business by DeSantis. Just for reference, here are examples of businesses that are essential. Vince McMahon's is not one of them, for good reason.
Keep it up.
However, this is where he comes in. The major players are Vince, married to wife Linda, the president Donald Trump, and Florida Governor DeSantis. Linda was in Trump's cabinet as the head of the Small Business Administration, a position she left to then head a pro-Trump super PAC named America First Action. With sports on hold due to COVID-19, the WWE took a hit as WrestleMania went on as planned, but with no fans. McMahon took another as the XFL filed for bankruptcy and closed its doors. And another. McMahon, if taping of shows were to be done, would reportedly result in a direct violation of WWE's TV contracts with networks NBC Universal and Fox. Long and short, they need money. Money, 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 money. So on April the 9th, the DeSantis administration sent out this memo. Notice line 3 at the bottom. Pro sports, which includes athletes, media, executive teams, etc. Also on April the 9th, Linda McMahon's pro-Trump PAC funneled $18.5 million into the state, $7.2 million into Tampa, where WrestleMania was held with no fans, and $11.3 million into Orlando, where the WWE will broadcast next door. Money, 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 money. Remember that Politico article, What Does DeSantis Owe Trump? Creative Loafing Tampa Bay actually speculated at the time that either a massive campaign donation was promised or someone thought guys in spandex was church. Turns out both aren't mutually exclusive. Soon thereafter, Vince McMahon and WWE, in a statement, said the show will go on even though the WWE saw their team exposed and testing positive to COVID-19. The wrestlers are displeased with McMahon's money grab, as he is making them fly out weekly to events, as Fightful's managing editor Sean Ross Sapp said. Tons and tons and tons and tons of fighters, the glue of the operation, are now being released and taken advantage of by Trump cohort McMahon. DeSantis, a man who called New York's AOC, who is Puerto Rican, whatever she is, defended a supporter who said, "Bring back the hanging tree," proudly associated himself with Seb Gorka, a man with ties to the Nazis, is deep in the pockets of McMahon and Trump. It's the GOP taking center stage in the Sunshine State. If you'd like to hear more thought-provoking content like TYT Sports on Facebook, and to help in my journey to keep media independent, go to tyt.com/Rick.